Okay, guys, so today we are going to create kind of like a fancy jello mold cake. I felt like we needed something to celebrate. So I decided to go a little over the top and create a fruity, just feast for the eyes with all the colors. So here's how we do that. The first thing we're going to need to do is come a little bit below halfway down the page, and we're going to create a wide open curve for our bowl. So, wide open curve. And now I'm going to divide it into 3 sections. 1, 2. And that seems about even. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to make scallops. 1, 2, 3. That way I have mine evenly divided. Now you might see that you leaned your scallops more one way to another, and that's okay. Just go back and fix it. All right, we're going to make the rest of the bowl. So we're going to have 2 pieces that come down and then curve around. A long stem that comes from that piece. And then we're going to let it curve around to finish that cylindrical appearance. And then we're going to come starting at the middle of the back of your stem, and we're going to make a wide oval that encompasses the bottom. Careful not to go too flat on any parts of your oval. Okay, next up, we're going to go and we're going to put the fruit layer in the bottom of our jello. So everybody's kind of different about fruits. Some people like oranges, some people like blackberries, some people love cherries. It really just depends on what your taste is. I think for this one, I'm going to have some strawberries. And then I think I want, maybe a cherry. Cherry. Maybe I want some blueberries up here on top, balancing above the strawberries. And then I think I want lemons behind. So I'll do a big arch to create a lemon. And then I'll create the rind by making a small arch inside. That's where you can see the peel after you've cut it. And now I'm going to make the sections of the lemon. So I will come up in not exactly a rectangle, but not exactly a trapezoid either. And I'm curving the ends because fruit does not tend to be pointy. So curving, curving. All right, so now I've got my fruit layer. Now what I need to do is go and put the first layer of big jello. Or if you want, you can think about it as big cake. That's fine. So I'm going to come and from a little ways over on each of my limes, I'm going to go up and down. Looks like a banana sticking straight up in the middle. But now we're going to come and we're going to go up and down. Notice this one's a little bit taller. Do the other side, up and down. And now we have 2 more. Up and down, up and down. Now you can decide what you want to put on top. I think today I'm going to put some whipped cream. I'm going to leave off the second layer. So I'm going to come and I'm going to swirl my whipped cream around. And I'm even going to let it lay over some of those places of the cake. And then I'm going to come and I'm going to put a cherry on top. Now, Different pieces that are used to display fancy foods or fruits sometimes have different designs. Sometimes they have polka dots, sometimes they have intricate flower designs. I really like having it look like cut glass. I don't know if maybe you've ever seen some in your aunt or your grandmother's kitchen where the glass looks like it's had chunks taken out of it and it really makes it look almost like a crystal. So we're going to go in and give ourselves a little bit of cut glass. So you can see I'm not doing anything special. All I'm doing is using a long drawn eyeball shape, kind of like a football or a lemon. And I'm just creating a symmetrical pattern. So if I come over here and make a medium size one, I come over here and make a medium size one. And then I can come and do one in, over, over. And I could even come and add some little ones if I thought I needed that there. And then I can add a couple down here to feel like the bottom part is related to the top part. Because you don't want there to be one part of your piece that feels like it got broken off another piece and just glued to yours. You want it to feel like it all goes together. So now we're off to Sharpieing the whole thing. So I'm going to come over my Sharpie lines. Remember, you want your lines to be smooth. The pencil line is going to be your personal secret. So your Sharpie is a chance for you to get it exactly the way you wanted it. And you don't have to worry about all the sketchiness or all the looseness because you are tightening it up. We're going to come down and then I'm going to come around, and I'm not quite going to touch this together because it's more of that idea of whether it's happening. Okay. Now it's time for me to get my fruits and well, no, not vegetables. I was going to say fruits and vegetables. Silly Miss Walker. Okay. Now I'm going to come give those strawberries some lovely seeds. Some seeds from a strawberry. And then I'm going to come and do the blueberries next. So circle, zigzag, zigzag, circle, zigzag, zigzag, circle, zigzag, zigzag. Weren't expecting that, were you? All right. Now we're going to come and do our fruit in between. So the first thing that I see is I've got my rinds on my lemons. And then I do have this cherry up front. I need to go ahead and do that before I try to do the other. Okay. And now I can go in and finish the pieces of my lemon that are inside, those segments. Okay. Now to go and do the rest. I'm going to get my cherry up top. I'll go ahead and get the places of the whipped cream because it overlaps the top of my lovely dessert just a little bit. And so I want it to be able to have a believable overlap. All right, here it goes. And line and line. All right, so now you have a fancy dessert fit for any kind of queen. You might want to add more fruit. You might want to add candles. You might want to add any number of things. When you go in and use your crayons, be creative. Think about how you could even create some shadows where things start to look round or thicker. Places where if it's got cut glass, it might have different shades of that blue in there. So try out some different things with your crayons. All right, it was great to see you guys. We'll see you next time on Draw Along Doodle.